Day 98, DynCorp, Haiti, and me. This is version 3, and I'm also going to introduce the Triple P, which is a public-private partnership. And the idea behind a public-private partnership, like the United States going to a private corporation like DynCorp, International I should say, is that you get all the expertise of people in the private sector with the economies of the public sector, so you're not recreating the wheel. That's the idea. In fact, DynCorp does exactly the opposite. They run all the research and development through government, and then they get the rights and get all the profit. I mean, it's just that simple. And you're going to find DynCorp doing this for warfare over and over again. They're going to do it for IT. They're going to do it for policing. They're going to do it for vaccine development, virus development, and vaccine development. And they're going to be doing it for all forms of organ harvesting. The sex trafficking is just to get control, but and corrupt the police forces so that you can use them to corrupt other police forces. So let's go to the area of vaccines. Now, I love it when somebody does a movie about this, because then you can just use the movie poster rather than me doing a storyboard. And the Born Legacy is all about this, creating viruses so that you can create vaccines. I think you're going to find that the swine flu, for instance, is going to be the swine flu is going to be developed from taking tissue from green monkeys in Africa and putting them in different petri dishes at the National Institute of Infectious Diseases. Allergic and infectious diseases. So that's what this is all about. So you're paying for the development of the government is paying for the development of the virus, and you get also paid for the development of the vaccine. So it's a double make money coming and going, as they say. So if you do a quick look at, I mentioned this company DynCorp partnered with Port Down, the people who did the sarin gas testing and the spraying of the town of Norwich in England, and that's called DynPort, a joint venture. And somebody put this through a little visualizer called Muckety. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Anyway, it popped out this guy here, which is Zisolt Harsanyi. Zisolt Harsanyi. So I just call him Z for short, or Zisolt. And you'll find him popping up with a company called Emergent Biosolutions. Emergent threats in the military business are what's the enemy's new stuff that they're going to be throwing at us. So here again, it's going to be a DoD contract through DynCorp to develop viruses to attack the enemy, and then develop vaccines to defend against the enemy. So, and again, it's public-private partnership. The government's going to do all the work. The DynCorp's going to get all the profits. And this is going to be huge. You're going to find this for the swine flu, the Zika flu, Ebola. All of these are going to be manufactured, and I'm going to even go all the way back and say AIDS, and I know people get upset when you say that, but this goes all the way back to South Africa and AIDS and Mark Rich, unfortunately. So I couldn't come right there right away because people say, oh, that's a conspiracy theory. But I think you'll find that this is quite adequately sourced and cited. So in the last episode, I just talked about how we've gone in our top secret America. It's kind of like the fourth branch of government that nobody knows about. This kind of really took off after 9/11. We've now got 7,000 of these public-private partnerships, where only 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, when this report came out, when Dana Priest, the Washington Post reporter, the Pulitzer Prize winner, when she did the report, this number was under 2,000. So in just 6 years, we've increased the number of public-private partnerships by a factor of 5. Now, a lot of these are going to be security companies, but a lot of them are also going to be the kind of thing I talked about. So here's the Constant Gardener. If you want to see the movie about this, and this is one of the programs right here, the AIDS program for USAID. So I wanted to say one other thing about the Yale connection.